We start with a breaking update out of Virginia Beach, where police are searching for a suspect in a homicide at a townhouse that caught fire last week. Firefighters found Beale Hill dead inside a home on Baccalaureate Drive Thursday, but police say she didn't die in the fire and that someone actually shot her. Officers were called to a home on Linda Court for a welfare check the next day and found Clifton Baxter had been shot and killed. Police have issued warrants for Beale on 2 accounts of murder and 1 count of arson. Police have not said how Beale and the 2 cases are connected.
Norfolk police said just today that Beale is now a suspect in the death of a man whose body they found here Monday along Sewell's Point Road. It's the 3rd murder over the last week that authorities say Beale could be responsible for. One man who lives in this neighborhood in the Pennystown area of Norfolk, he says he's not necessarily worried about public safety, but he says the shocking turn of events is hard to believe nonetheless.
My heart really goes out to him.
The steps of Stefan Brathwaite's home set the scene for the latest chapter in the search for a wanted man.
But yeah, I feel for the people who have lost their loved ones. I mean, it really breaks my heart, you know. But I'm not going to live my life in fear.
In the Pennystown neighborhood on Sewell's Point Road, police found 32-year-old Downing McLean dead inside a home Monday. Today, investigators connected that death to Beale of Virginia Beach, who now faces 3 counts of second-degree murder. This is only the latest in a string of investigative updates in the last week. Beale, a convicted sex offender with a history of firearm possession, is also on the run from Virginia Beach police. Investigators there say they believe Beale is the man suspected of shooting and killing 2 people last week. The first is Xavier Hill, who authorities found shot to death in a home on Baccalaureate Drive Thursday. They were responding to a fire at the house. The very next day, officers found 73-year-old Clifton Baxter shot and killed on Linda Court just miles away. Brathwaite, who hadn't heard about the killings until today, says he feels for the victims' families.
It doesn't really concern me to a degree. I am concerned for the people who are being victimized. But, you know, I'm not fretting for my own life. You know, I'll just pray for the people who are victims.
And now to other breaking news from overnight. The U.S. Marshals Service tells us that Beale, the man wanted for 3 murders in 2 cities across Hampton Roads in 1 week, is waking up behind bars this morning. Beale was taken into custody by the Hampton Police Division SWAT team just before midnight. Virginia Beach police named Beale as the only suspect after Xavier Hill was found dead in a house fire in the Campus East neighborhood.
Breaking news, the man charged with multiple murders in Virginia Beach and Norfolk has admitted to the crimes. In an interview from jail, Beale says he killed 3 people in the last week.
Police arrested Beale yesterday. He's charged with killing Xavier Hill, Clifton Baxter, and Downing McLean. This afternoon, Beale spoke with our Eugene Daniel.
Yeah, today Beale not only admitted to killing all 3 people, he told me he planned to kill more if police hadn't caught him.
I was definitely looking for more people, but I was choosing my people wisely.
A confession on video from inside the Virginia Beach jail. In a chilling interview, Beale confessed to shooting his girlfriend, his cousin, and a father figure in a matter of days.
I snapped. Yes, I snapped.
2 of the shootings happening in Virginia Beach, the other in Norfolk. Beale said he shot and killed his girlfriend, Xavier Hill, when the 2 got into an argument over their relationship. Beale snapped.
I was saying red. So when I put a dog in the room, I was about to set the dog on fire. And she told me, she said, no, don't do nothing to the dog. You can take me and do whatever you want to do to me instead and let him live. So I did that.
Beale said he waited 2 days before setting Hill's house on fire. Police later found her body inside the burned townhome. His next victim, 73-year-old Clifton Baxter, shot to death inside his Virginia Beach home.
He basically raised me. So at the same time, when I needed this and that, just something to get on my feet, he told me he ain't had nothing. But when I killed him, I found like $20,000.
Beale admitted to taking that money and said Downing McLean, his cousin, was with him at the time of that murder. Beale later shot and killed McLean when the 2 got into an argument in Norfolk.
I got fed up with him because he kept talking like Like, you not about this, you not gonna do nothing. Like, bro, I just killed 2 people. You don't think I'm ready to shoot again?
Beale says he then took McClain's girlfriend as a hostage and says she was with him when police found him in an Airbnb in Hampton last night.
If they hadn't picked me up, last night, I definitely would have got out and let out some more steam.
3 murders in a matter of days, all people close to him. Beale says he's not sorry about it.
I don't feel no remorse about none of this at all. When you snap, you don't think about remorse.
Are you prepared to take whatever penalty a judge or a jury decides?
I'm glad to take whatever it is, because I done lived my life here. This is over with now.
Beale is currently booked in Virginia Beach. He said he had nearly 20 guns on him. He says he was ready to live life on the run.
13 News Now has team coverage. Angelique Arentalk talked to the neighbor of one of the people Beale claims to have killed. But we start with Sarah Hammond. She went back to the Virginia Beach City Jail tonight to ask Beale some follow-up questions from our earlier interview. He told her he knows he will never see the light of day again.
Sitting on the other side of the glass, Cola Beale recounted a play-by-play of how he killed 3 people. His girlfriend, Xavier Hill, his father figure, Clifton Baxter, and his cousin, Downing McClain, all of whom he says, quote, deserved it. And he says he would have killed more people if he hadn't been caught.
I guess it's thankful that the U.S. Marshals got me through whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I definitely was about to get out the next day and do something. I mean, I had a few people in mind, but I mean, I can't get to them now.
Even though Virginia no longer has the death penalty, Beale says that's what he wants and deserves because he's ready to move on.
When I snapped, it was so much going on, and at the time, I wasn't seeing enough but red. It was just so much.
We asked Beale if he believes he's of sound mind as he was speaking with us. This is what he had to say.
To be in a sound mind right now is not even... Nah, because all I'm doing right now, I keep seeing flashbacks of everything, like everything when I did it.
And yet he still says he feels no remorse for what he did.
Nah, because what's done is done.
He also said he doesn't plan on hiring an attorney for himself.
It don't even matter to me right now. I know I ain't gonna see the light of day again.
Beale says his argument with Hill is what started this killing spree.
She was the only one that could like keep me sane from all the crazy stuff that was going on around me. So when she was gone, I felt like my whole world was gone.
He said he never thought he would end up like his father, who was also behind bars for killing Beale's stepmother. And Beale says he doesn't want his son to follow in his footsteps.
I hope that my son be better than me, and I mean, he ain't got to worry about having a name, but be stronger than me and do better and make sure he take care of his family. At least he got a chance.
As for the families of Beale's victims, when asked if he wants to apologize for what he did, he just said no. In Virginia Beach, Sarah Hammond, 13 News Now.
And while Beale sits in jail, people who knew his victims say they will sleep a little bit easier tonight. Beale was on the run from authorities for days. Some neighbors tell us they feared for their own lives.
This case has also prompted community advocates to share a strong message about violence prevention. Angelique Arentalk picks up our team coverage.
It's shocking.
Nearly 1 week ago, Virginia Beach police found Clifton Baxter,
A very kind, caring, and loving person,
dead inside his home on Linda Court. Cola Beale says Baxter helped raise him, even calling him dad.
I snapped on my cousin for a simple reason. I snapped on my dad for a reason. And I snapped on my girlfriend for a different reason.
An anonymous neighbor tells me it's a relief knowing Beale is behind bars. From jail, Beale spoke about his biological father, who is also serving time.
He tried to kill my mom when I was almost, 6 months old?
And that wasn't all.
That was when I was locked up, when I was doing my 6-year bid. He killed his wife.
Robin Gautier with Virginia Beach-based nonprofit Samaritan House says there are ways to break cycles of violence.
As long as there's intervention and children can be helped and given services, then there's not an absolute they're going to become an abuser.
She believes that bystanders play a crucial role.
Please say something to that victim and slip them a phone number.
And Gautier says there are also professionals who can help if you spot red flags with a partner or relative.
We do danger assessments with anyone who contacts us on our hotline.
And while she recognizes that we may never know the full story behind Beale and his girlfriend's relationship, Gautier hopes others hear this message loud and clear.
When you have that gut feeling that things aren't going well, aren't going right, follow that gut feeling and get out of that situation as quickly as you can.
In Virginia Beach, Angelique Arentalk, 13 News Now.